I'm going to be screening for convergence today. So during this screening, I'm going to be looking for pupillary constriction as the pencil moves closer to my client's eyes. And then I'm also going to be looking for if convergence is broken at a greater distance than 3 to 4 inches. All right. Hi, Bailey. How are you? Good. Good. Okay. So I'm going to hold this pencil.
Do you want me to take my glasses off?
Oh, no, you can leave them on. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to hold this pencil in front of your face here, and I'm going to move it closer to you, and I want you to follow it with your eyes, okay? Good job. All right, so since convergence wasn't broken at a greater distance than 3 to 4 inches, I would say that she's not displaying any impairments, and she also had symmetrical medial rotation with her eyes, so she's all good. Okay, so now I'm gonna hold it close to your face. I want you to fixate your eyes on it, and then I'm gonna pull it away, and I want you to follow it, okay? All right. Good, and then her eyes converge outwards, or diverge outwards to a normal position, so she doesn't have any impairments with divergence either. I'm gonna be screening for an intention tremor. So with this, I'm looking for the impairment of if the upper extremities shake when the client's upper extremities move closer to their nose. So for this one, Bailey, I'm gonna have you put your arms out like this. And so for the first one, I'm just gonna have you touch your nose with your finger, okay? Go ahead. Good. Perfect. So she's not shaking as her finger comes closer to her nose, so there's no impairment of intention tremor. And so this time I'm going to have you do it with your eyes closed. Okay. Good. Perfect. And so impairment would also be indicated if the tremor got worse or if it was indicated when their eyes were closed. So Bailey's still displaying normal function when her eyes are closed, so she's good to go. I'm going to be screening for the cognitive test of planning. So impairment of this screening would look like if my client wasn't able to list 2 to 3 basic self-care tasks. So for this one, I'm gonna have my client here, Bailey. I'll have you create a shopping list for a 10-person barbecue. Oh wow, okay.
Ten items, you said?
It's for 10 people.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So Bailey listed 6 items. She listed buns times 2, silverware plates, hot dogs times 2, ketchup, and lemonade. So her ability to list 6 items and also recognize that she would need more of certain items demonstrates that she is capable of executing the cognitive function of planning.
So our next screening that we're gonna do with my client here is for color agnosia, and this is for when a client has the inability to remember colors of familiar objects. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna list off a list of familiar objects, and my client is gonna tell me the name that correlates with the color of this object. Okay, so apple.
Red.
Ocean.
Blue.
Fire truck.
Red.
Sky.
Blue.
And coffee.
Brown.
Okay, so for our next screening for color agnosia, I'm going to show Grace some pictures of different fruit, and she's going to tell me which fruit are inaccurately colored.
Correctly colored. Correctly colored. Incorrectly colored.
What color would this one?
Like a pinkish reddish. Correctly colored. Incorrectly colored.
What color would it normally be?
Yellow.
Okay, and so impairment would be indicated if she would be unable to identify the color of the common objects that I named before, and if she was unable to tell the correct color of the fruits. So for our next screening, I'm going to test our client's skills of orientation. So I'm going to ask you a list of questions just to gauge if you know where you're oriented to yourself and place and time, and yeah, if you have an orientation of yourself and the environment.
Okay.
So what is your name?
Grace.
Where do you live?
In Vermilion.
Do you know where you are and why you are here?
I am at the SCSC for school.
Do you know what time of day it is?
It's approximately noon.
What is the date today?
March 20th.
What month of the year is it?
It's March.
Beautiful. Okay, so an impairment would be indicated if my client was unable to answer more than half of these questions.